Assalamu alaikum. So let's start our third part of the video. So in last video we talk about AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. Now we talk about NAND gate. So this NAND gate and NOR gate are the types of universal gates. So let's start. NAND gate. This is a NOT AND gate, which is equal to an AND gate followed by a NOT gate. Previously we studied about NOT gate. What is NOT gate? NOT gate is inverter 0 1 or 1 0. So it is actually a NOT AND gate. This means it is doing NOT with the AND. This is the AND gate and here there is a NOT. You see, in NOT gate what was the difference? There was a, you can say, a NOT in front of AND gate. So in NAND gate there is AND gate and there is a NOT in front of AND gate. So whatever will be the output, it will invert the output. So let's see. The output of all NAND gates are high if any of the input are low. So this means even one, at least 1 0 should be there to get one output. How? There are 2 0 inputs, so one output. 0 1, because there is at least 1 0, output is 1. 1 0, so still there is 1 0, output is 1. But here in 1 1 there is no 0 input, so the output will be 0, because the condition is that output will only be 1 in NAND gate if one of the input will be 0. So that is NAND gate. You no need to worry about how these logics are, because we will also study there that where these gates are used, why these tables are made, how these are used in industries. This we will study in our lab lecture. Second universal type of gate is NOR gate. This is not OR gate. The previous one was not AND gate and this is not OR gate. So there will be a OR gate and AND gate is in front of it. How we will represent that this is an NOR gate? There will be A plus B and the bar on the top of that A plus B. So this means this is an output of a NOR gate. And what is the condition for the output of the NOR gate is the output of all NOR gates are low, means 0, if any of the input are high. Here in NAND gate, if even one, there should be at least 1 0 to get one output, or positive output or high output. In NOR there should be at least 1, because it's written the output of all NOR gates are low if any of the inputs are high. If even there is one single 1 there, the output will be 0. Let's start. Here both inputs are 0, no 1 input, so the output is 1. Here 0 1, so at least 1 input is there and output will be 0. Here also at least 1 input there and output is 0. Here also at least 1 input is there, 1, so output is 0. So this is the functionality of a NOR gate. Now we talk about other types of gate, that are XOR gate and XNOR gate. So what is XOR gate? The exclusive OR gate is a circuit which will give a high output if either both of its 2 inputs are high. An encircled plus sign is used to show. Okay, What happened in exclusive OR gate? Actually, in exclusive OR gate, it gives one output either both of its two inputs are high. Now we take example. Before example I showed you, if you see this type of output, this means this is exclusive OR gate. How? There will be a positive or plus sign encircled. So if there is A and this positive encircle sign with B, this means this is an output of exclusive OR gate. And what is exclusive OR gate? Exclusive OR gate is a circuit which will give a high output if either or both, but not both of its inputs are high. For example, here it was no high input, so output was 0. But here at least one high input, so output is high. Here also at least one, but output is high. But here both are high, it will be 0. This is one difference in exclusive OR gate. In exclusive OR gate, if both are high or both are low, the output will be low. Only output will be high if only one input is 1 or high. The last one is exclusive NOR gate. The exclusive NOR gate circuit does the opposite to the XOR gate. It will give a low output if either both, not both of its two inputs are high. Last time, okay, before going to the table, I told you that in exclusive NOR gate, how you will find that this is the output of exclusive NOR gate. In exclusive OR gate, there was only A plus sign encircle with B. But in exclusive NOR gate, there will be A plus sign encircle B, but a bar on the top. This means this is the output of exclusive NOR gate. Now in the table, we see the output will be 1 only if both inputs are same. This is the most easy way. Here both are low, output is 1. Both are not low or both are not high, output is 0. Both are not low, both are not high, output is 0. Both are okay. This means output is 1. So this is exclusive NOR gate. Now you see that there were some gates which were the invert of some other gates or combination of other gates. The main reason of studying these gates are that the basic gates are these 3 gates. You can make every type of system from these 3 gates. But that design will be very big design. Like if you do programming in C++, and if you don't apply some type of techniques, or you don't apply loops or other, then the program will be very lengthy, and a lengthy program is not considered as a good program. Same like this, in digital designing, a very big design is not considered as a good design. And how will be the design big? If you are using these only basic gates. But if you want to squeeze the design and make the design small, you will use NAND gate, because instead of using few AND gates, you can use only one NAND gate, or you can use only one NOR gate. So universal gates are used to make the size skews, and if you want to make more precise size, then you can also use exclusive OR or exclusive NOR. Where these types of gates are used, how we will make use of their output and these tables, this we will study in the lab lecture. So this was all for today's lecture, and if you have any questions related to today's lecture, please contact me directly. Thank you.